Or it would seem now Premier Tim Houston is now throwing down the gauntlet and threatening the Halifax councillors that if they don't change their mind on the Halifax bike lane project, that he's going to do it for them. Now, for those who aren't familiar with the bike lane project, the Halifax councillors agreed on this back in 2017 to have 53-kilometer bike lane network completed by 2022 with the cost of $25 million price tag. Unfortunately, this has ballooned up to $93 million. And while we do have an extensive bike lane network, there's a lot of disconnection. Andy Fillmore has tried to protest against this, but has failed. Now, Tim Houston has penned a letter to the HRM councillors threatening that if they don't stop this project, that he will use the new Bill 24, which is one of the various bills that he brute forced his way through the spring of this year, which would give the Public Works Minister, Fred Tilley, sweeping powers over anything relative to transportation. That's why Tim Houston is stating in this letter that if he doesn't get his way, he would do it himself. One of the main issues at the moment with this bike lane project is they want to convert Moore Street into a one-way street and install a bike lane. All these green lines on the map is bike lanes for downtown Halifax. And you can see around Moore Street, there is no bike path leading from Lower Water Street up to areas like the public gardens. Their goal is to help make this into a one-way to help clear up congestion. They also came up with alternative ideas if Moore Street was a no-go. The Halifax Port Authority have also chimed in on this, and they stated that Moore Street is their backup street when there's too much traffic on the main route, and all the alternative options have many more turns in them, which could increase the chances of accidents. Now, of course, to nobody's surprise, Mayor Andy Fillmore is all for Tim Houston overstepping HRM council members and actually asserting his authority. Now, of course, I'm sure it doesn't play into any factor that Tim Houston really wants to give Mayor Andy Fillmore super mayor powers, so he too can assert his authority over anyone that pushes back against him. These two are peas in the pod because they both keep pointing that bike lanes are causing more congestion. But yet in the 2025 traffic index by TomTom, which has ranked Halifax the third worst city in Canada for having congestion, they don't even directly reference that bike lanes are the cause of it. So these two are just pulling that assumption out their ass, which yet again is honestly not surprising. But like always, I'm very curious to know, what are your thoughts about the whole bike lane project and the whole idea that Tim Houston can just assert his authority when something doesn't go his way? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below.